Hello everybody, this is Drew with Clean Cheap Shots. Picked up a few cards recently off eBay. Thought I'd share those with you, and then I did have one PSA submission that came back. And I've got one card I'm going to send in for a crossover. Probably break it out and see what it comes back at. But with that, picked up 1985 Rickey Henderson. Pretty nice looking card. Hoping to send that in to PSA as well. 83 Rickey Henderson. And 1980 Nolan Ryan. A little off center on the back. Thought these three cards were pretty decently centered, except for maybe the Nolan Ryan was a little off. 75 Raleigh Fingers. This card it's really, really nice. I think I got this from Morris Cards off eBay. I couldn't find really anything wrong with it until I started looking at the surface, and I could see just a little bit slight surface. I don't know if I call it a dimple or what it was. Right there and right there. Two different little spots. I guess we'll see what happens. I'm putting a 1955 set together. I needed Bob Trice, so I'm going to send that one in for grading. Pretty nice looking card. Figured it would probably come back as a 5. We'll see. 55, Tom Qualters again. I thought maybe a 6 on this one. Nice and clean. Nice clean card. Can't really see it in the video here, but a little bit of corner wear. And this is the card I'm going to break out. It's card number 1 of that 1955 set. Came back from a company that's no longer in business, GAI. Came back as a 6. I had a hard time finding a PSA copy of this, and at least a 5 or better. So, well, that was in reasonable price range for me. So, purchased the 6 here off eBay some time back, and I'm gonna clip that thing out and see what happens. Hopefully a 5. The other pickup I did have, because I'd considered putting together a Rickey Henderson run, and so I grabbed this off eBay. It's as you can see, a 10 from 1992. So I'm a long way away from that run, but that opportunity came up, so had to take it. Willie Mays. I'm not sure what happened here. This is certainly, it's off center. Not terrible for a 1955, but I don't understand the 3. I've looked at this long and hard. I can't find any wrinkles or creases in this card at all. And for it to drop below a 5 told me that it had to have a wrinkle or crease or something in it, because the corners and the edges are fine. Right up here, you're not going to be able to probably see it, but just a slight, what I would call a rubber band mark, just ever so slightly, but I don't think that should drop it to a 3. I did bring it into my local card shop, and that individual, the owner there, does an awful lot of PSA submissions, and he looked at it and couldn't find anything wrong with it either. So I'm perplexed. This was a crossover as well, SGC crossover, and it was a 5 with SGC, came back as a 5 with PSA, so I'm happy about that. Again, I'm putting together a 1955 graded set. I'm hoping for 5s or better. Gonna have to do something with that Willie Mays, I guess, if I want to meet my goal. But hey, Karen. Off center on the back. Centering's, I don't know, it's off left to right for sure, but I don't, to me, the centering is no worse on the Mays than the Aaron when you consider top to bottom here, left to right here. So I really don't know why that came back as 3. That ain't right. Just ain't right. Anyway, that's it all. That's all I had for today. So enjoy your collecting. Be good.